Hello friends, welcome to our third session of managerial economics. In first session, we have discussed about some definitions and features of managerial economics. Then we have discussed some working areas of managerial economics, means scope of managerial economics. Now we are going to discuss some tools, or we can say a few principles of managerial economics. And one of the principles is the incremental reasoning concept. This is very popular concept in managerial economics. Now what it means? The incremental concept is closely related to the marginal cost and marginal revenue of economic theory. Now marginal cost and marginal revenue. Marginal cost is additional cost derived from production of one more unit, and marginal revenue is considered as average revenue as in when you sell one more revenue and you get. So this is very important, as in when you accept any kind of project, any kind of task, any kind of assignment, definitely it will generate more cost. And these additional costs is considered as marginal cost. But the question is whether to accept this assignment or this task for the organization. Right? Now, or we can say, what are the calculations behind accepting any kind of new task and assignment, because it generates more cost, which is known as additional cost, means marginal cost. Now whether to accept or not this assignment for the organization, we need to consider this concept first, right? The two major concepts in this analysis are incremental cost and incremental revenue. Now incremental cost means marginal cost. Incremental revenue means marginal revenue. So as and when you accept, or as and when you are working on any kind of project, you will have to consider marginal revenue and marginal cost. If marginal revenue is more than marginal cost, then the project is favorable, the assignment is favorable and you have to execute it. For example, if you are generating 2 lakhs rupees from an assignment and cost to complete this assignment is 1.5 lakhs, then still there is scope to generate 50,000 as profit. So this decision is favorable decision, right? But the incremental principle may be stated as follows. There are some conditions when this kind of decision is profitable for organization. Number one, it increases revenue more than cost. The first condition is this decision must increase more revenue than cost. Second, it decreases some cost to a greater extent than it increases other. Means it decreases some cost, right? Greater extent means cost reduction must be more than others. Then it increases some revenues more than it decreases other. It increases more revenues, right, than it decreases others, and then it reduces cost more than revenue. If revenue is reducing, revenue is decreasing, but the cost decrement must be more than revenue decrement, so that there must be a profitability. Okay, next slide please. Now here okay, this is the example we have taken to clarify the concept, right? Suppose a new order is estimated, organization is getting new order, and the estimated, right, figures are mentioned here. Additional revenue as rupees 10,000. The costs are estimated as the following figures. Labor rupees 3,000, cost of material 4,000, overhead charges 3,600, selling and administrative expenses 1,400. So now the total estimated cost means full cost is 12,000. Now see the first thing. The organization is expected to generate revenue of 10,000, and as and when you calculate cost, it is 12,000. So initially this project is not favorable for the organization. Why? Because the order appears to be unprofitable, because the organization is generating the loss of 2,000 rupees. Now, suppose there is ideal capacity. We are looking from another angle. If organization is able to maintain some ideal capacity, which is mentioned here, right, which can be utilized to execute this order. Means what kind of ideal capacity? If the order adds to only 1,000 overhead charges, here it is mentioned overhead charges as, right? If it is 1,000 and rupees 2,000 by way of labor cost. So if organization is able to reduce labor cost from 3,000 to 2,000, if overhead charges can be reduced from 3,600 to 1,000, because some of the ideal workers already on the payroll will be deployed without added pay. This is the assuming, right? We are assuming the situation. Now what is the estimated cost now, right? So the actual incremental cost is as follows. If we follow labor cost as 2,000, cost of material is 4,000, cost of material will remain same, right? Because here organization don't want to any kind of sacrifice in terms of quality. Overhead charges, organization is reducing, trying to reduce from 3,600 to 1,000. So now total incremental cost is rupees 7,000. If organization is able to maintain the cost at this level, then there is profit of 3,000 rupees. So the order can be accepted on the basis of incremental reasoning. The order can be accepted on basis of this logic, that if organization is able to maintain or able to reduce cost, then the order is favorable. Initially, this order was unfavorable for the organization, but now organization is generating 3,000 rupees of loss, because it is one of the important point in economy that as and when you are accepting any kind of business order, initially it may be possible that it found unfavorable for you, but you have to work, you have to execute so many things to reduce cost of production, and on basis of this reasoning you can accept the order and can generate 3,000 rupees of profit. Now we are discussing another principle. Okay, next slide please. It is time perspective concept. The time perspective concept states that the decision maker must give due consideration both to short run and long run effects of his decision. As a manager, as and when you are taking any kind of decision, you will have to consider the impact of this decision in shorter as well as longer period of time. It may be possible that right now that decision is looking favorable for the organization, but it may hurt organization in longer period of time. Or it may be possible that right now the decision is considered as unfavorable decision, right? But sooner or later this decision will convert into favorable decision for organization, and to take decision, organization must execute lots of paperwork, and we are discussing, right, this concept in this principle. Managerial economists are also concerned with the short run and long run effects of decision on revenues as well as cost. Now listen it very carefully. right? Managerial economists are also concerned with the short-run and long-run effect of decision on effect of this decision on revenues and costs, because these are two sides of business. If you want to secure maximum profit, then calculation of revenue and calculation of cost must be there, right? But you have to set the time perspective concept between this connection. In the short period, the firm can change its output without changing its size. We all know that there are two types of factors of production: fixed factor and variable factor. So in shorter period of time, it is almost impossible for the organization to change in fixed factor. So without changing fixed factor, organization can vary level of output by changing variable factor. So the firm can change its output by changing its size, but the condition there must be a longer period of time. In the short-term period, the output of industry is fixed because the firm cannot change their size of operation and they can vary only variable factor. In shorter period of time, it is impossible for the organization to change even in fixed factor. But once you know that you are having longer period of time, then it becomes possible. Here it is mentioned, the output of industry is likely to be more because the firms have enough time to increase their sizes and also use both variable and fixed factor. So it is very important, right, that how you are taking decision, right? Okay, next slide please. One more example is here, right, to clarify the concept. A firm having temporary ideal capacity. A firm is having temporary ideal capacity and will receive an order for 10,000 units of its product. The customer is willing to pay only 4 rupees. So it means company will earn 40,000 for the whole production lot. The short-run incremental cost is only 3. Therefore, the contribution to overhead and profit is 1 per unit. The short-run incremental cost, if you are accepting this order, then the short-run incremental cost, right, means is only 3. And then contribution to overhead and profit and overhead, both, you have to divide into 1 rupee. So, organization will receive 10,000 rupees. Now what happened? In this situation, if the firm will accept the order, what will be the impact, right, of this decision on organization in short run and long run, right? We are assuming this 3 impact. Number 1, it may not be able to take a business with higher contribution in the long run. Once you are accepting the order, but the profit is very less comparatively, then it may be possible that organization will have to suffer, right, in longer period of time with a few profit margin. Now the other customer may also demand a similar low price. See, to maintain or to create good relation, once you are accepting the order at this cost, it may be possible that other clients, other customers will demand the same thing from you, that you have completed this order, now we are demanding the same order to be completed by you with the same amount of money. So it may be possible, right, that other customer will generate strong bargaining power by having this example. Number 3, the image of firm may be spoiled in the business community. The image of organization may be spoiled, that you are accepting any kind of order, right? You are breaking rule of our association. You should not accept the order less than this price, but still you are accepting to do business. It may be possible the image of organization may be spoiled, but these are assumptions, right? By taking this impact on business in mind, business manager has to take decision in favor of business, right? So this is the example to to clarify the concept. Now we are discussing the third concept, right? Third principle of economics. Next slide, please. This is discounting principle. This concept is extension of concept of time perspective. Before we discuss, let me ask you a question. Say for example, I will have to pay 5,000 rupees to you, but I put an offer for you people that I can give 5,000 rupees right now, but if you will wait for 1 year, then it may be possible that I will pay you something more than 5,000 rupees. For example, 5,300. Now you have two options. Option number one, right now I am giving you money. And option number two, after 1 year, I will give you money, but something more than the actual amount. Means I will have to pay you 300 rupees more after 1 year. Now from these two options, what you select? Right? So let me clarify first and then you will have to answer it. Everyone knows that a rupee today is worth more than a rupee will be 2 years from now. This judgment is made not on account of the uncertainty surrounding the future or the risk inflation. It is simply that in the intervening period, a sum of money can earn a return which is ruled out if the same sum is available only at the end of the period. Right? Now, what was my offer? That after 1 year, I will give you 5,300. Say for example, if the rate of interest is 10%, then you are in loss after 1 year. Because if you receive this 5,000 rupees right now, if you invested these rupees in any kind of option where the rate of interest is 10%, then after 1 year you will be able to earn 500 more on this 5,000 rupees. And my offer is to give 300 more than the actual amount. So you need to calculate the present value of money, right? And on basis of this calculation, you should work for any kind of assignment. So it is given here, right? What is mentioned in technical parlance, it is said that the present value of 1 rupee available at the end of 2 years is present value of 1 rupee available. The mathematical technique for adjusting for the time value of money and computing present value is called discounting. Means after 1 year, if I am giving you 5,000 rupees, so present value of that money is not 5,000. It is something less than that. What it means? Because at present, right, after 1 year, that 5,000 rupees is not having value, right, as per the 5,000 rupees. So you need to calculate before accepting, right, or before generating revenue for the business, right? Or in business terms, it is known as cyclical time. When you are investing, and after how much time your investment will be covered. So if the cycle time is short, then there will be a possibility to generate more profit for the organization. If the cycle time is too long, right, means the velocity of money, the circulation of money is long. Once your investment, and after 1 year, if your investment get cleared, so cycle time is very long. But if you are in kind of industry where your cycle time is not more than 1 month, here you invested, here you have sold the product, and you are generating revenue. So in 1 year, you are generating money 12 times from the single investment, right? So it is about discount principle. Now, okay, next slide please. Okay. Here this example is already mentioned here. Suppose you are offered a choice of 1000 today or rupees 1000 next year. Naturally, you will select 1000 today. That is true because future is uncertain. Now let us assume you can earn 10% interest during a year. Right? Assuming that you are earning 10% of interest in a year. You may say that I would be indifferent between 1000 today and 1100 in next year. Now remember our first example. You were given two options, 5000 today and 5300 next year, and the rate of interest is 10%. So here, right, the person who is accepting both the option, he has already calculated the rate of interest is 10%. So 10% of 1000 rupees is 1100. So I am totally indifferent whether you are giving money right now. I am accepting 1000, and after 1 year definitely I will accept 1100 because rate of interest is 10%. So I am totally indifferent. But if I am getting option that after 1 year I am getting only 1050 rupees, then there will be a problem. Because I am generating only 5% return on that, which is totally unfavorable to me, right? Okay, it is already clear from this example. Now, moving further, the next principle. Next slide, please. The opportunity cost concept. I know you all know the opportunity cost. The cost of next best alternative, right? So opportunity cost concept is very important when organization is having more than 2-3 options. So which business or which investment option is considered as best option for the organization? That organization will have to consider this concept of opportunity cost. It is mentioned in management economics. The opportunity cost concept is useful in decision involving a choice between different alternative course of action. Means once you know that you are having more alternatives in front of you and you have to select the best alternative amongst various alternatives, then this concept will help you. Resources are scarce. We cannot produce all the commodities. The production of one commodity, we have to forego the production of another commodity. It is simple law that if you want to get something, then you have to sacrifice something. Because no one in this world is able to produce everything efficiently. Why it is so? Because we know that we are having limited resources. Once we know that we are having limited resources, and these resources are having alternative uses, so we need to be very much conscious as and when we are investing resources, because resource should not get wasted, because directly it will have impact on organization's profit, right, and even survival we can say. Now, opportunity cost of a decision is the sacrifice of alternative required by that decision. Sacrifice of alternative is involved when carrying out a decision required using resource that is limited in supply with the form. Sacrifice. We know that there is scarcity of resources, and once we know that we are having limited resources, but we are having so many options, so we have to select best alternative for the organization, right? The concept of opportunity cost implies 3 things. Number 1, the calculation of opportunity cost involves the measurement of sacrifice. What it means? Measurement of sacrifice amongst various alternatives. When you are selecting one alternative, you will have to sacrifice rest of alternatives, and that's why it is mentioned is measurement of sacrifice. Right? So once you are ready to sacrifice, you must be very much sure that the option you have selected to implement will have to generate maximum return for you and your organization. The second is sacrifice may be monetary or real. It may be related to cost, it may be related to money, or it may be related to brand image of organization. The opportunity cost is termed as the cost of sacrificed alternatives. Here it is mentioned opportunity cost means what? It means the term as cost of sacrificed alternative, cost of sacrifice. As in when you select, as in at the same time you are rejecting also. Among alternatives, once you are selecting best alternative, then rest of 3 objectives are considered as rejected objectives. These are considered as your sacrifice made to get a proper alternative. Right? Now, next slide please. Now, the last principle, right, of our session is equi-marginal concept. One of the widest known principle of economics is the equi-marginal principle. The principle states that input should be allocated so that value added by the last unit is the same in all cases. This generation is popularly called the equi-marginal. Right? This generalization is popularly known equi-marginal. Now, say for example, there are 5 laborers, there are 3 laborers working in an organization. Now, when labor B asks you that I am getting only 10,000 as salary, but labor A is generating 13,000 as salary. Now, you will have to justify that why you are getting 10,000, because you are producing 100 units, and why the other labor who is getting 30% more wages than you, because he is producing 30% more quantity than you. His production level is 130 units and your production level is 100 units. That's why both of you are getting equal wages on basis of your marginal productivity. If your marginal productivity is higher, then definitely you will earn higher wages. Right? It is already clarified by this example. Let us assume a case in which the firm has 100 units of labor and the firm is involved in 5 activities A, B, C, D, and E. The firm can increase any one of these activities by employing more labor, but only at the cost, sacrifice to other. Once you are diverting labor from activity A to activity B, then definitely activity B, right, will be more, but you have to sacrifice activity A. On this condition, right, you are taking business decision. Now, an optimum allocation cannot be achieved if the value of marginal product is greater in one activity than in other. Once you are diverting, once you are switching laborer from one activity to another activity, you must be sure that you will have to generate more return, right, in that particular activity where you are diverting your laborers. It would be therefore profitable to shift labor from low marginal value activity to high marginal value activity. It would be profitable. So when you are diverting labor from activity A to activity B, it must be sure you must have to calculate it, right? You must have to calculate before diverting this laborer from activity A to activity B, right? Because activity B must give you more return, more marginal productivity, more marginal value than activity B. Next slide, please. One more example to understand, to clarify the concept. For example, if the value of marginal product of labor in activity A is 50, listen it very carefully. If the marginal product of labor in activity A is 50, while that in activity B is 70. So here the marginal return we can say is rupees 20, because activity E gives 50 rupees and activity B gives 70 rupees. Then it is possible and profitable to shift. Now it is very important to understand that once organization rectified this thing, that labor is much more profitable in activity B, then organization will have to shift labor right from activity A to activity B, because organization's decision is now possible and profitable also. And finally, the optimum is reached when the value of marginal product is equal to all activities. This can be expressed, right? VMP means value of marginal product of labor A is equal to value of marginal product of labor B is equal to value of marginal product of labor C, and so on. So the A, B, C, D, E activities, that is the value of marginal product of labor employed in A is equal to value of marginal product of labor employed in B, and so on. So I hope with this example and all these examples, the principles of managerial economics is now clear, right? Now one more time, if you have any kind of confusion, you can rewind the session and have clarity. Thank you very much.